By the numbers. All right, so I thought about this all week, and I really started to form that. I've had this thought for quite a while, and I want to put it out there 5. So I believe in 5 years, it takes 5 years to change your life. And what I mean by that is anything you start, anything you try to do, when you start with zero experience, or you haven't, just starting on your career, just starting on this job, or just starting this business, it's going to take you 5 years to find out if you're going to change your life. You're either going to make it or you're not. And I was talking this idea with John, and John instantly kicked back and said, well, Malcolm Gladwell has the 10,000 hours till you become an expert. And then I quickly did the math for him, and I said, well, it's 2,000 hours in a working year. And so, 5 years. After 5 years, you've changed your life. Now, my anecdote that I like to bring up is I helped a good friend of mine start a business. And for the first 3 years, it was always, when am I going to make the big money like you? And when's my life going to change? And I just kept saying, look, it takes hustle. It takes a long time for you to get the results that you see other people and other entrepreneurs getting. It doesn't happen overnight. You don't get it day one. I mean, sure, there's the rare startup that just blows up out of nowhere. But for the most part, real business takes time, hustle, energy, and dedication to make that happen. So I always told him, wait till year 5. And I hope he listens to this because, it's been about 5 years since we started that business. I've actually sold my half to him. He now is full owner. He has completely achieved that level of success he was looking for in years 0 through 3. And yes, I know this is a one anecdotal story, but I firmly believe in the 5-year idea because it worked for me as well. I mean, years 0 through 5, there wasn't a ton of profit being made at Oyova. I just had a job, and I was able to make jobs for other people. But, year 5 started to change things. I started to see profit. I started to see, growth that was like significant and not just, small increments. So I really believe, like, if you're feeling like you're giving up, if you're in year 3 and you're tired and the grind is wearing you down, you have 2 more years of grinding until you start seeing blue skies. And I firmly believe not just in entrepreneurship, not just in a job or a career, but if you dedicate your life 5 years to anything, at those 5 years, you're going to be damn good at it, and you're going to be in a whole nother place when you're done. So that's by the numbers.
The number was 5.
I mean, what do you think? Critique me.
I like it, but I think, and I know we touched on this before when we were talking about this topic. It's the application, right? Because if you are in a business for 5 years, of course, you're going to have tons of experience around you. You're going to see lots of things. But I think it's also how you apply yourself. If you educate yourself, if you live, eat, breathe, everything that's related to that, you get to that master level. And I think that's what Malcolm Gladwell was talking about, and Outliers when he was talking about the 10,000 hour rule, which has been bastardized and everybody's thrown this around and other people have, like shot bazookas through it with all these other examples. But I think within 5 years of doing something, you will at a minimum be at, the base range, unless you just suck and you hate what you're doing, right? Because that exists too. Let's be realistic about that, or you have tons of personal issues. But with that, I think if you do everything that you can master something within 5 years, be a professional, like a true professional at it, and be bad at it and almost better than anybody else at it.
If you dedicate yourself for 5 years, you're going to change your life.